Hey y'all, welcome to Suppers and Soirées, a podcast about hosting for connection, not perfection. My name is Michelle Mize and I'm the founder of Sun Cookery. We are excited to have a podcast that's really going to dig into the important parts of hosting. And I think you're going to have a lot of fun and be very surprised at the conversations that we tackle together. So, before I get started, and I really don't want to bore you, but in any hosting event, you got to get to know the people that you're hanging out with, right? We're going to be sitting around the table, or maybe you had someone over for coffee. You need to know a little bit about the people that are at your house. So I'm going to take a few minutes, and I want to share with you a little bit about me so that you can come along this journey with me and meet some great people on the way, learn some fun stuff, and really be a part of the movement that Sun Cookery is trying to achieve in our business, which is to change the way we host at home and really revive the lost art of hospitality. So, all right, who am I? Well, I'm Michelle, and I was born in Concord, North Carolina. I grew up in the South, actually many places all over the South, but Southern roots goes without saying. You kind of born into that nature of hospitality. You're always getting together with people. The front door is always open. At least at my grandma's house, there was something to eat for anybody at any time, a pitcher of iced tea in the fridge. Hosting and being hospitable was just a way of life. So I grew up that way, and it's just very natural to me. But I acknowledge it's not natural to everyone. So how did I get into this kind of space? Well, let's just say my parents weren't very pleased that right out of high school, I did not want to go to college right away. Instead, I was working at a party store and decided that I was going to start my own party planning business. And I did. It was called Shazam. And I'm talking, this was back in the early 90s where balloon arcs were the way to go. But I did accomplish a really fun project, which was when the Olympians were sent off from Tampa, Florida. And I got a pretty cool job creating the experience of the Olympian breakfast that morning. And that was my first foray into what hosting on a grand scale could look like. But what's interesting is that was also my first foray into making a human connection with those individual athletes. It seemed all grand about the United States and USA, but really it was the opportunity for these Olympians to be sent on their journey in the upcoming Olympics. So I had Shazam for a few years, and fortunately, I did come wise to needing a little deeper experience. So I found my way at Florida State University and got a degree in entrepreneurship and a bonus degree in marketing, which led me to Chicago, where I started my first foray into marketing and sales and business development. And that is really where I honed in on my skills of relationship building, listening, the importance of connecting with people, the importance of creating unique experiences. I traveled a lot. I actually, and through those travels, I had a stipend. If anyone knows what that is, basically you get a budget for food and beverage, and I had to entertain people. So I also, while I was in this world of business development and marketing, I also started to experience hospitality in a different capacity. And that really spoke to me. And I didn't really see that happening until a little bit later in life. So after a lot of travel and a lot of corporate sales, I found my way to Seattle, Washington, where I ran a small destination management company. So I was now teetering back into the hospitality space, where our entire job was to greet large groups of people in the city of Seattle and make sure they had the best experience ever. We had to figure out what they were looking for, what experiences they wanted to have in the Pacific Northwest, and we built those, created them, and executed on them. And we were pretty good at it. And then back into loyalty marketing, back to Chicago, and still trying to figure out my way. I knew I always had a love for hospitality, which ultimately led me into buying an existing commercial kitchen down in Florida, the Sunshine State, where I launched a company focused on key lime products. Salsa, you name it, I was kind of teetering in a bunch of things, but I really got to see the back of the house and all the prep work it takes from the food component of things, and how something as simple as a basic salsa or a homemade key lime pie could just change someone's attitude overnight. So you can see where I'm starting to pull together all the different pieces of hosting, both, I guess, professionally and, in the food scene. And then life throws you curveballs. I became a mom to two awesome kids. And during that time frame of my life, I was really your PTA mom, your community liaison, a volunteer. Those were the things I did. And I also was using my hospitality and hosting skills and business relationship skills by bringing together community, executing on different events, finding a way to get people to connect, fundraise, all that kind of stuff. And so just like everybody else in the world who's been alive for a while, COVID hit. And yes, it's fair to say that became a pivotal point for me as well, where I started to reflect on my time in the Midwest and all the hosting I had been doing and wondering why, after almost a decade, were people not inviting my family over? Were people just not getting together anymore? What was going on? And this is ultimately what led me to develop Sun Cookery. So I had people over, friends that had been over many times. And I had dinner parties and started asking, why don't you get together? Or why don't we ever get together at your house? Or how come you don't invite me? And they told me the answers were honest and raw. And they were just like, look, I don't have a great house, or I don't keep my house this way, or I don't have the right stuff. I don't even know where to start. I don't like to host. It's overwhelming. Or are you kidding? I don't know how to cook a thing. And it was interesting because all of the things that were holding people back were none of the real reasons why you host to begin with, right? So why do you host? What is hosting? What is hospitality? And that is why I developed Sun Cookery. So I wanted to address what hosting and hospitality is and inspire people to do that again, and also give them that starter kit, the thing that that would light them up and inspire them to host with others and connect in their home. And so that's what Sun Cookery is. I feel like I should explain that a little bit. Sun Cookery is a business that is curated, colorful, cultural inspired boxes of beautiful items. Each box has its own personality. It fits with anyone's style or home. It's just an opportunity, or a toolbox, if you will, for someone to get started. My idea was that they were great gifts for newlyweds, and they make great closing gifts for real estate agents. There's so many applications for these boxes, but the real purpose behind doing all this was to get people hosting at home again. So let's talk about the definition of hosting. Okay, my definition of hosting is really, really simple. It's called open your front door, have a seat, and can I get you something to drink or eat? Let's chat. That is hosting. It is that simple. How much you elevate it, how big of a dinner party it is, whether you roll up a taco truck to the backyard and invite everyone in the neighborhood, it doesn't matter what level you're operating on. It's that you opened your front door, you asked people to come in, and you offered them food and beverage, and you sat down and you chatted. That is hosting in my mind. And I think as time has progressed and technology has become more instrumental in our lives, we've completely forgotten the purpose of hosting and getting together at home. It's not about the football game. It's not about sitting around staring at our phones while we're all sitting in the same room. It's about conversation. It's about kind of peeling back the onion. Let's get down to the layers. I want to know more about what's going on in your life. I want to know how your kids are, or the mother-in-law that you're taking care of in your home, or, maybe someone's lost someone recently. I mean, these are the things that I found are hindering people from connecting and hosting, when really those should be the very reasons why you are hosting and being hospitable. And so let's talk about hospitality too. So hospitality, right? We think of the hospitality industry. We think of hotels and resorts and restaurants, right? That's the hospitality space. Agreed. Their job is to make you feel welcome, whether it's in a restaurant to come in and eat and have cocktails and connect with your guests or your friends or your family, or it's to make you feel welcome in a place that you've traveled to. Love that. That is, to me, hospitality is all about that execution. I have a term that I call generous hospitality. And I think that's something that, I don't know, maybe it's a little different to think of it this way, but generous hospitality is having people over and being, I guess, unequivocally generous with your time and your attention and your focus and your home. So, a lot of people, I don't know about you, but I have been guests in people's home where you can tell they're not comfortable. You can tell they're a little unsure, or maybe they just maybe this has just been too hard for them and it's uncomfortable. That is your job as the host to get pushed through and be really generous with yourself. And that, to me, is hospitality. It's really just letting down your guard. It's being raw about who you are and how you live and the kind of food you make or the kind of food you ordered in, and just being really generous with your time. People don't do that anymore for each other. So with those two definitions in mind of hosting and hospitality, that is exactly what was our inspiration behind creating our Sun Cookery boxes. We wanted to bring that to people so that they felt comfortable hosting and being hospitable with their time. However, what we've learned is people weren't really making the leap yet into hosting. And so that is exactly why we're here. And that's exactly why we're bringing you Suppers and Soirées. We're going to dig into the topics and the challenges and the resistance to hosting with heart, hosting for connection, and to quit worrying about your aesthetics or your social feed or any of that stuff. We want to get down to the heart of the matter, which is connecting one-on-one with people in your home, because we do believe that's where we share the best of ourselves with others, is in our own home. We also believe that there should always be room for one more on your couch or at your dinner table or your patio. And we also believe that good food and cocktails is always a great way to bring people together. So really excited about our podcast series coming to you every week. We hope you'll follow along, get to know us, and I promise not to bore you with my background ever again. Instead, sometimes it'll be me talking about maybe an event that I recently did and the things I've learned and how you can bring yourself to the idea, bring different people into your home. And then other times I'm going to bring different people in so that you can hear their perspective, so that we can really be on a path to hosting at home again and reviving the lost art of hospitality.